Today's episode is for all the savage box checkers out there like me, the ones who love their routines, and when they say they're going to do something, they do it. Because even though discipline is a master skill, there is a dark side to it. And today, we're going to talk about how we can all avoid it.
Life is beautiful.
But before we get into that, Nick, quick question for you. How many weekdays are there in 1 week?
How many weekdays in 1 week? I think it's 5.
Five-star Friday. If you have been listening to the show for a while and you've been enjoying it, we would really appreciate it if you could take just 5 seconds to leave us a 5-star rating wherever you listen, because when people come and see the 7-Minute Mindset and they see a bunch of 5-star reviews, they'll be like, wow, the show is really awesome and it doesn't suck and other people like it and it's not just this weird show. So if you can do that for us, we'd really, really, really appreciate it. And more 5-star Fridays to come. They're never going to stop. Now back to the show. They just did a very recent study in 2025 in Milan, Italy, on the subway. Thought this was a fascinating study.
This is a fascinating study.
So they sent a woman with a prosthetic pregnant belly onto a crowded subway car, and they watched to see how many people offered a seat. About 38% of people did. Not a great number for the people of Milan. They should be ashamed of themselves. But then they ran it again with one simple change. A guy in a Batman costume walks onto the same car, doesn't say anything, doesn't interact with the pregnant woman, just stands there in a Batman costume. This time, 67% of people offer their seat. In other words, people were 3 times more likely to help. Scientists call this the power of the autopilot interrupt, which proves that intentionally breaking your routine, even in small, weird ways, can make you more present, more empathetic, and more alive.
Yeah, I love that. The researchers called this mechanism involuntary mindfulness. Basically, when you break your pattern, break something that is normally always there and put something that isn't always there, it forces you to be present in that moment.
I guess it's involuntary because they didn't put the thing there.
Exactly.
It's gonna happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why are we bringing this up, Nick? Why this study? Why is this important?
Because it's so easy to get caught in the trap of checking boxes and doing the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and keeping your head down so long that you miss what's actually right in front of you.
Which is life itself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we
Exactly.
talk about discipline all the time on the show. Morning routines and habits and consistency and showing up every day no matter what. But as I mentioned in the intro, there is a dark side to it.
We can't be so busy improving our lives that we actually forget to live it.
Exactly. And that happens when you get so locked into your routine that you stop experiencing life. You're just executing it. And I've been in that mode so many times where I'll look up and I'm like, what is going on here? It's like 2 weeks in of me just executing. And it's like, am I going to get to the end of my life just executing and checking boxes?
This to me is the clearest example of like life always has like both sides of the equation. And if you ever go too far to one, you're probably not doing the right thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, so for this, it's discipline, right? Is this one side of the equation. And the dark side that you talked about is beautifully illustrated by this story about Michael Phelps. Okay. He's the most decorated Olympian of all time, 23 golds. But his 2016 documentary and memoir revealed this. After each Olympics, he crashed into suicidal depression. His life had been so completely structured around one box: swim, eat, sleep, swim. Then, when the structure was done, he couldn't even function. The routine that made him the greatest swimmer almost killed him when it wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
That's the dark side of discipline.
Yeah. I think some other examples that are more relatable than the suicidal gold medalist Olympian for the average person listening, or not I won't say average because people who listen to this are not average. They're way cooler than that. But I don't know if there's any gold medal Olympians. Anyway, I feel like the more common ways it shows up is like you are somebody who meal preps every single day no matter what, and you say no to a dinner with friends because that would mean that you would miss a day of meal prep. Like that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about here. Or you won't skip a workout to watch your kids' school play,
Mhm.
right? Like just dumb.
Yeah,
Just
there you don't wanna be so disciplined that you lose the novelty of life, and I think that's really what we need to communicate in this episode, though. It's like, it's not saying discipline is bad. We preach about it all the time. It's the greatest thing in the world, but it's about bringing in this novelty to the discipline.
yeah.
So, for example, Einstein was a routine guy. He had the same breakfast, he did the same walk every day, he worked the same hours,
Walk.
but he played the violin spontaneously throughout his day. Throughout his day, he would just pick it up and start playing.
That's the framework that we're really boiling this down to. It's if you're a check boxer like me, the advice of like, yeah, just be spontaneous. It doesn't really work. That's not in my in my nature. My nature is to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator, like check the box, go home, do it again. So I
Like
think
Michael Phelps.
the way to really it sounds like it makes absolutely no sense. It sounds like an oxymoron, but you need to schedule spontaneity.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but for me, it's about like every now and then scheduling a weekend trip somewhere with my wife or with you, like a quick little weekend trip. That I'll do maybe like once every 1 to 2 months. Then once every like 3 months or 6 months,
I
it's
don't
like
know. That's good, but you can also do little things like when you walk to work, take
walk.
it take
Every time you say walk, I'm gonna call it out from
when
now
you
on.
walk to work, just go a different route than you usually would go.
Yeah.
Like that's an easy little change that you can make to build this spontaneity into your world,
Mm,
right? So Jerry Seinfeld was another guy, right? He had this thing, don't break the chain every day, write a joke.
mhm,
But he would build spontaneity into that by going to a different coffee shop
mhm.
every day.
True.
So there's little things that you can do to your everyday to make little changes so you notice things that you wouldn't normally notice.
Yeah, to break the pattern and
Exactly.
to feel more alive and not like a robot, like an AI that's just doing the same thing
Yeah.
every single day.
So what's our call to action, Mike?
It's actually along the lines of what you just said. It's to remind your brain that you're alive by finding one small way to break the pattern today. So look for an opportunity to do something, no matter how small, that is spontaneous. One example is brush your teeth with the opposite hand that you normally do.
Mm.
Another one is make a wrong turn on your way home on purpose. Just even one wrong turn.
Or take a different route than you normally go.
Or say yes to something you wouldn't normally say yes to. Like
Mhm.
if your friends are inviting you to dinner and you really don't feel like it, say yes anyway. Just break the pattern. Do
Yeah.
something that gets you to break free from the matrix
Yeah.
that forms in your mind.
Discipline is a beautiful thing, but it is not as rich of a life if there's no spontaneity with that discipline.
Break the pattern.
All right. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you.
Peace.